Welcome back to 1700. We're joined by our guest, Allipha.
Welcome.
We were honoured to just hear 3 of your songs, Allipha, and your first one, Freak Inside, is actually your newest single. Now, there's a question I want to start on this particular song because I think it's a really, really interesting point you raise. It's notably a step outside your musical playground or your sonic playground. As you say, you've come from a soul-deep background and gone from more grittier and more rock approach.
Yeah.
How did you find this change in tone and style for the music?
Well, I'm mainly a soul artist, but I guess this song, there was just so much rage and like chaos that like it just kind of lended itself to kind of have a bit of a rock chorus with like distorted guitars and stuff. Like it just went there by itself, really. It would have sounded a bit flat if it didn't have that. So
if that didn't have that backbone to it, that new backbone.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. And would you be keen to experiment with new kind of styles and new modes?
Well, it's hard because like I love so many different genres and I try and put them together, but soul's predominantly what I do. But then if you're going in too many different places, people kind of can't get a hold of what exactly you're doing. So, but I mean, I just did a soul song, a rock song, and a folk song. So I mean, I kind of am.
Bit of variety.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
So this song is part of the new EP that you're about to release?
Yeah.
What was some of the inspiration behind making the EP or some of the creative process?
Well, it's come over a really like long time. So the last song that I sang, I wrote that 3-4 years ago.
Oh wow.
But then the rest of the songs will be maybe a year old. So I've written, I had a whole EP ready to go and then I discovered Anderson .Paak and then just scrapped the whole thing because I just fell in love and I was like, no, this is where, like, soul is where I need to be. Like I could just feel it. So I'm going to have only one song from the old EP, but the rest I've recorded a few more and I've just got 2 more songs to record, get back in the studio this month. And then, I'll have the whole EP ready.
Wow.
So
That is so exciting.
Yeah.
And what would you say has been your favourite part of the whole creative process so far?
Probably getting to work with different people and like I love getting other people's input and because it just brings like different aspects to your music every time. So yeah, that's for sure been like collaborating. That's been a huge thing I've enjoyed. Yeah.
It's really exciting.
Yeah.
And the writing on Freak Inside is quite personal. Do you find you dive more into your personal relationships when writing songs? Is that an inspiration for you?
Yeah, I find that if I like allocate my like diary or something writing session, like write by myself, I can't do it. It just comes at when I'm like really, really, really emotional. But yeah, this song was super personal and it just kind of lets people know what's going on inside my head when I've been in like absolutely crazy moods. It was so personal that after I released it, I got really, really, really anxious for like a week after, and I had no idea why, and I didn't put the correlation like that I've put this part of myself out, and that's why I'm so self-conscious, because it was going into like everything, like my friendships and everything. So it just kind of shows how personal this song was. So
Do you think looking back on it now, it was almost like therapeutic to put those issues like in the song and put it out there?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like a lot of my songs is what I don't have the courage to say to people. So I'll just write in a song.
Fantastic. Well, it's been really insightful to hear, your music writing experience. That is our part 1 of the interview, but stay tuned because we are going to stay with Allipha in the studio. So you're with Sin 1700. We'll be right back.